world finale, chapter 2, Courted. A few days after that series arrest, you set out on a plane for Finale with Hannah and your family. Everyone bundled up in the cold weather for the cold weather ahead. Eric said Finale's queen is throwing the winter wonderland ball in our honor. The big Imperial really wants to press us. Snowball, get him, mommy! Snowball! You learned so much already, my little pony prodigy. However, wordplay aside, this trip is about more than letting the Imperial rule us. Right, we need to find out whether they're a whole nation about government or if they was an outlier like Eric claims. Until we know that, we have no idea if any offer they make can be trusted. It can't. If his group was trustworthy, they wouldn't have had Basim spying on the whole family. The right family fooling us. It wouldn't be a secret society without subterfuge. We need to be careful. But these are powerful people who extending olive branch. I don't think we should risk making them enemies without being sure we can afford to breathe. Besides, a group like this working behind the scenes without notice, I admit I am curious how they do it. So they could be evil secret overlords or weird new friends. And they're throwing us a party. It feels like running headfirst into the lion's den. I think they're clearly super evil. Aside from the creepiness of them being spying on us, they recruited by Bartholomew. Any group he was a part of is bad news. Glad you seen reason for it. I think we can all agree that they're suspicious, which is exactly why we have to learn everything we can about them. If they're lying about their intentions, then we have to know what we're up against. But let's focus on what we do know, starting with this Queen Sunlight who's hosting us. Well, she's obviously a member of the being buried, the Queen of Anaheim. I did some research on her this morning, but I didn't find much. She has a reputation for being friendly and a bit baby, and Anaheim is equally remarkable as far as global scale. I visited with a few implemented delegations when my mother was alive, but Virginia hasn't had visual dealings with them in over a decade. It's a small Nordic country known for frigid weather and winter sports. So like a lot of 2.0, harder, better, faster, and colder. Is that actually kind of the opposite? They prefer ski lodges and saunas to surviving. That's a cool other destination I could get behind, but don't tell Lydia that I said that. Don't tell Lydia I said that because I want to keep all of my lines. Thank you very much. Overrun zipping his lips as Hannah produces a gummy bag from the overhead compartment. Speaking of the weather, I thought you might and our girl might like something warmer to wear in Anaheim. She unzips a gummy bag to unveil an outfit that as cozy as it is elegant. Ooh, pretty! Trusting it might appeal to Queen Cinera's dignity and make her more willing to talk things. Not to mention it will look amazing on you. Ooh! I like it. Winter's Majesty. That's what I It's perfect. I couldn't agree more. At least that is fair for me. What about me? You didn't think I forgot you, did you, princess? And I was asking Bobo coat bed for a princess. Woo! It's so cute. Yes, we did. Yes, Stone Joe, yes. So snuggly! My little snowflake is ready for the snowball. What do you say? Thank you, Mama! You're very welcome, Angeles. And speaking of that snowball, Anaheim Hole. When you land in the snow blanket capital of Anaheim, a uniformed mercenary ushers you off the jet and into a waiting limo. Queen Sarah is between you. Is this really necessary? Thanks, but is an armed escort really necessary? Not to mention the helmet. Are we in danger, or are you planning on going paintballing? After this, okay. Queen Sarai takes her guest security very seriously. Suddenly, Ash leans over and knocks her bald fist against the mercenary's thick helmet. Knock. Ash! You shouldn't mess with other people's helmets. No, that's alright. Who's there? Cows go. Cows go who? No, silly cow go moo! Yes. Got me there. Princess, we're about to reach the palace. Want to see? And the back is Ash over, and she crawls into her lap. They stare out the window. Whoa. We're at it. There's a lot of people outside the palace gates. Your presence does have the people buzzing, but the real excitement is inside the palace. Inside the palace gates, the mercenary leads you through lavish halls to the dressing room. An elegant woman sits before a large mirror. As an attendant styles her hair, Queen Sidra, your guest has arrived. How delightful! Came to love Duchess Gabella and of course Duchess Hannah. It's a pleasure to make it to welcome you and your friends to my country. It's a pleasure to be here. Her eyes sweep across you, an approving smile on her lips. I almost believe you were a member of my own court, dressed like that. It suits you wonderfully. We Cordonians are nothing if not fashionably prepared. Oh, and look at the princess all bundled in her winter best. Aren't you the sweetest thing? Thank you, Your Majesty. Oh, and so polite. As she is adorable. Well done, you two. Thank you for your hospitality tonight, Queen Sunlight. Being here takes me back to my childhood. You certainly have grown since the last time I saw you came to Lakewood. Come, make yourselves at home. She's interrupted by the arrival of a hurried-looking man carrying a stack of papers. Ah, the guy from Wacom from Amy, your Majesty, apologies for the interruption, but these are still awaiting your signature. I'm sure it can wait a few more hours. Please, the staff have taken great pains to prepare these documents. All that's left is for them to be signed. If they've taken such great pains, surely they can have Sergio take care of the rest. I'm rather preoccupied with our esteemed guest. Isn't this precisely why I gave him an auto open? She waves him off and he reluctantly bows out of the room. Tim Riley weakened. No, I'm sure my people have it covered, and I will not. And I wouldn't let a humble advisor welcome foreign leaders to my kingdom when I could greet them myself. Now, let me formally welcome Cordonia here to Venheim. It's lovely to meet you, Princess Ash. Ash smiled wrathfully, trying to curtsy from her hiding spot behind your leg. Ah, shy. Oh, look who's being shy. You're pretty, Miss Queen. From the Mouse Babes, I just adore this age. If it were up to me, my own little one would have stayed this small forever. I understand. I wish we could keep her from growing up quite so fast. Sunrise stylist finishing putting the final touches on her hair and the queen stands up. Time flies, as they say, but I think it's time to introduce you to the rest of Venheim. course she never told you that she was once a member of the V and Perry. Yeah, but she never mentioned anything like that. Are you sure the woman you knew was Lily? If this is some kind of joke, of course it's not a joke. She was never very high in the V and Perry, mind you. Much like myself, but you don't need to be to enjoy the security and perks. No, you can't. You can't be serious. You're lying. I'm sorry to have shocked you, dear, but why would I lie about something like that? It's not like being a member of the V Perry is a blemish on one's character. Debatable. That's debatable. That's debatable. If you don't believe me, you should ask her yourself sometime. That's another thing my superiors have to offer to get information ranging from the personally interesting to the politically priceless. Based on what we've already found out, I'm not sure I want to know the rest. You wrap your arms around Hannah's waist and give her a reassuring squeeze. She smiles appreciatively back at you, but her expression is still troubled. Set hashtags on your arm. Hi, Mama! Can we do guys, please? We act happy, and if your mama is feeling up to it, actually, I love to take some feelings out on the block lines right now. Can we please do the ice and squeeze? By all means. Your family chimes, claims a block of ice, and your friend finds their own hand charges down beside that and gives up at the second. The most important part of making art is imagination. You have to find out what it wants to be. I think it mostly wants to be a puzzle. Yeah, if it's in the sun. As your friends said to work on your block of ice, you glance around to see what your friends are working on. You watch her use a large chisel and broad strokes. She blocked out a 4-legged shape. Let me guess, a noble lion with a majestic white mane. There's the sign of a Leo. Something like that. The only time will tell if I can manage flying, let alone just at one performance. You can do it, Uncle Talitha. Oh, thank you. You hear a rev of a motor as it gets a chainsaw running. You have to yell to hear your own voice over the noise. I like this sentiment to your character. Look, I'm not gonna miss a chance to hack something up with power tools. Call me old fashioned. Almost isn't bad. Macro is not in position to set things off. I'd say you're more trick fashion. On your other side, you see Maxo stare thoughtfully at his still amorphous hunk of ice for a moment before making a quick, decisive splash. Wow, you really had it out for that particular chunk. It's all part of the puzzle. I can't know what part needs to stay until I know which parts need to ones have to go. So it's all about the process of elimination. It's the beauty of discovery. The ice will reveal its true form to me eventually. After a while spent helping Ash safely chisel away sections of ice and retrieving different tools for Hannah, you all step back to your work. Ta-da! It's, what is it? It's obvious. It's obviously a asset portrait. It's me! I made a me! You might as well be Tony. She's taking inspiration from cubism and organic abstraction. I see. Our big girl is basically a prodigy. Oh, Mama! I want to look at the ice sculptures. They're even more beautiful than the ones at the Utah bird. And I see we have some new artists tonight. Yes, our guests of honor tried their hand at sculpting. Someone moves away to greet the noble you face a fairly looking man. Actually, there are servants over to the masters. Ice rations made on the floor. I'm guessing this is you. Hurry up. Are you just going to let this mouse melt and walk the floors? No, sir. Of course not, sir. Good. Get to work. You'd better not let Queen Sunrise see you being displeased. The man storms off as the staff begins shooting up the ice cavings. As he does, you spot a flash of gold, barely visible under his jacket. Sunrise comes back to you as he leaves. Oh, just about I have to introduce you to Lady Wonder and Radhika. Wait, did you see? Really, I insist leave Sergio do his work. Their voices fade as Sunrise pulls you over the other nobles, women, and the young boy. Later on, the Lady Rebecca meet Judge Kabila and her entourage. I was just telling Her Highness how excited our Amber had been to meet Cordonia's heir. Hi, Andrew. I'm Princess Ash. Wow. So you're really a princess? Uh-huh. I have a crown. Do you want to play a game? Take it. That'll be yes. She taps Andrew on the arm, then a gleeful smile, then dashes away. Andrew races at her. Be careful, princess. Your son is so polite for a boy of his age. You must be proud. We are. But of course, all the Venahan's noble children receive excellent educations. We have renowned tutors, childcare, and the most prestigious private schools in the region. All provided by friends of the crown. It's the sort of thing Queen Eleanor always used to talk about bringing to Cordonia. She wanted to give all Cordonian children a world-class education like you and your brother had. I know my mother came to Venaheim on a few diplomatic visits, but it sounded like you knew her well. we were close friends, though I suppose you were too young to remember. Her presence at our court has been sorely missed since her passing. I was barely more than a child when I met her, but I remember her fondly. You remind me of her King Toliwa, so thoughtful and so serious. I'll take any comparison to my mother as a compliment. It's possible, but I have no reason to think so. How could you not know? I could only be sure of the names of the handful of members. Then they keep information like that close to the chest. Hey, who are you talking about? Nothing you need to concern yourself with Lady Wonder. Honestly, I make a point not to concern myself with those. It is bad for one's health. You don't say. The conversation is interrupted by Ash tugging on your arm. Mama, can I have juice? Of course, Princess. I'll leave you to it. Please enjoy the party and all we have to offer. At the fact a cup of juice for Ash, you slip away into the dressing room to group with your friends. Thanks for the exercise to get away, Ash. Excuse, sir. You're welcome, Mommy. Yeah, another moment in there, and I was going to stuff my pockets with those juice and run. It's clear that Eric and the others see someone in her noble thriving under the Imperial's rule. But what about everyone else? This is pretty tailored experience they're showing us. Did you see how those servants were treated? And there was that crowd outside. It doesn't seem like there's more going on here than meets the eye. Yeah, but we're not going to find out what at Sunrise Ball we have to get into the city and talk to some of Benheim's people. It wouldn't be the first time we stuck out of a party. That's true. That's so true. Good call. I'll keep an eye on Ash. Keep it away from the power tools. Oh, no power tools. I'll talk to Foreign Affairs with Sinrad so she doesn't know you're gone. Go, Team Mommy! You and Hannah will slip out of the palace as your friends return to the party, making your way out into the city far streets. Where to now? We should check out the group of people we saw when we arrived. There are a few other places I wanted to visit first if you're up to it. I didn't know you knew a few places in Benheim. And she did the research. I might have done some research after you that invitation. I thought we could take a little self-guided tour of the city, maybe button the toys so we can get a full picture of life here. I love to masquerade as sneaky tourists with you. In that case, there's a restaurant around the corner that's supposed to be wonderful. What better way to see what things are really like here than to dine with the locals? Sounds like a perfect date. You loop your arm through Hannah's and allow her to guide you around the corner and into a cozy restaurant. You take a small table tucked away in the back corner of the room, your eyes scanning the other tables filled with things. From what I read, this place is a local gem. It's been owned by the same family for 4 generations. Sounds like a great spot to hear what people really think of how things are run around here. Though, they might clam up if they realize they're talking to 2 foreign duchesses. Good point. We need to hide our identities. Identities? Ooh, hide your identities. Wouldn't be the first time. It would be fun to amp up the choice act and even get wilder. We could be newlyweds on the honeymoon. We just got word after a whirlwind romance and we're suddenly settling down. We're settling out on our life together. I guess we'll just have to act like lovesick newlyweds. But we can't call each other by our real names if we're gonna do this. Zoe, it suits you. And what about me? I can't remember that. Justin, your server rose, looking flustered, but she still offers a friendly smile. Welcome, my name is Dagny, and I'll be your server this evening. It's a pleasure, Dagny. I'm Rumi, and this is my wife, Zoe. Oh my god, I'll never get over being called her wife. We're newlyweds. Congratulations, sorry to keep you waiting. With all the bustle tonight, what can I get for the happy couple? You and Hannah order, and Dagny returns a few minutes later with 2 plates of steaming food. Here you go. Thanks, Dagny. You take a bite of the crisp flavor, serving the perfectly salted flavor of the potatoes. This is wonderful. It makes sense why this place is so busy. You must be proud to work somewhere so successful. I actually own the place. It's been in my family since my great-grandfather opened it. Wait, she's the CEO? Duh! That's so awesome. You barely see CEOs working when it comes to working the front line when it comes to owning their own businesses. Of course, that was before the Coop did tell it. Coop did tell it where the new World Line took the Coop de teach. Things were easier back then, or so I heard. Handlings and the whisper to you. A Coop. Sidmar did say the Imperi installed her grandmother on the throne when they took over. Are things not so easy now? It looks like you're doing well. Oh, we are. But even with this many customers, I've had to cut staff hours and lay off a few employees. Oh, but I shouldn't be bothering you with my woes. Excuse me, and please enjoy your meal. She bustles off to another table at you and Hannah dig into your dinner. Look like there's more to the being Perry than imported delicacies and ice sculptures. Agreed. I'm having a hard time getting a read on them. What do you think of them after what we've seen tonight? Secret lizard people. It was only a matter of time before the evil Feinstein overlords of the world tried to indoctrinate us. They're probably planning to kidnap us and replace us with lizardy doppelgangers in people suits. Okay. I can't tell if you're just joking or not. I can't tell if you're joking or not. I'm joking, mostly. That was good. Once you've finished your meal, I will take your hand to escort you back out into the city streets. There's another place I want to take you tonight. Somewhere that was totally about Manheim. Was essentially. A short walk brings you to the doors of a large windmill. You step into a quaintly furnished lobby where a cheerful old man sits behind the counter. Ah, old Lorraine from Wake the Dead. Hello. Are you in need of a room for the night? A room in the windmill? It's an inn. Interrupts an arm around your waist and pulls you close, smiling affectionately at you. It's an inn. I brought my wife here as a honeymoon surprise. We're visiting from abroad. Good with it. Well then, welcome to the Uru Nessel window. A historical landmark and inn. This window has stood since the city was founded. It was converted into an inn over 100 years ago. After the mill closed down, I heard it's one of the most popular tourist attractions. You must be doing well for yourself. Quite well, tourism has been increasing each year under the new royal line. Though the prosperity never seemed to make it into the hands of my friends and neighbors. Oh, does Queen tonight not know about the problem? I've tried to get an honest with her, but every request I made has been deferred. But never mind that. The suite is available tonight if you're looking to book a stay. I wish we could, but we have a flight check in just a few hours. You know what? Go on up. As long as it's empty, you lovers might as well get a quick look. Thank you, sir. Come on with me. You climb the stairs to the top floor and find yourself in a beautiful rustic bedroom with a window you can out over the city. Oh, this is giving me Razor Light Shadow and Royal Romance vibes. This PA is incredible. You rest your hands on the windowsill and you take in the landscape hand that comes up behind you, wrapping her arms around your waist. It's beautiful, but it still can't hold the candle to you. It almost makes me feel like we're really all choices just enjoying the sides as a couple. Maybe right here, right now, you can't just be a happy couple, but you deserve it. Breathe. So this is the love I was hoping to get in one or two along with you. You could just ask. I wouldn't say no to a good woman like you, Hannah. You stand around there, Hannah's arms, and pull her lips to yours for a long, tender kiss. She responds in time, pulling you around it, even tighter against her own. She kisses you again and again. Her ardor growing with each place of your opens, but she pulls that perfectly. Tell me what you think. Hannah tells the hand around your arm, and she pulls you back onto it, on top of you, and resuming her flurry of kisses. As you wish, Amy. We're still got the room to ourselves for a little bit. She gazes down at you with an unspoken look in her eyes. I'm yours for the taking, Gibber, now and always. She draws a finger across your collarbone and down between your breasts, a coy smile playing on her lips. Though I want to be the one doing the taking tonight. She bridges the narrow gap between you, recapturing your lips in a kiss that leaves your heart pounding. Then consider me your damsel. Okay. Anna deepens the kiss, the heat of desire burning in her eyes. Her hands go over your forearm, teasing your curves, and pushes fabric aside just enough for her to caress your bare skin. Normally I take my time and draw this out as long as possible. I'll go on the clock. She presses a line of kisses down your neck, gently nipping at your skin with the last one. But we wouldn't want to overstay a welcome. She shifts lower, her lips pressing against the skin of your shoulder, then your neck. So I need to know what you want now. As you wish. She lowers down herself, further her body sliding against yours as her hands move to touch your clothes out of her way. You let other love moan as she does between your legs, one blossoming within you at the edge, at the eager press of her mouth. Hannah clings to your thighs with one hand as the other stretches up to caress your chest, her fingers teasing you as her tongue dances in tantalizing circles. Yes, just like that. Each flick of her tongue sends bursts after bursts of heat coursing through you, each one is stronger than the last. You shudder, gripping the thick blankets to either side of you. I love you, Wes. You're good, so good. You hear Spud involuntarily as she quickens her pace, her every movement urging you closer and closer to the edge. Like giving to me. Close your eyes, focus on only Hannah and the tickle of her fingers, the press of her body against yours, the intoxicating rhythm of her tongue. And the next instant, a blaze of raptors heat rushes through your body, flooding all of your senses with ecstasy. Soon after, you lie tangled in Hannah's arm, catching your brother. She gazes down at you, a fond smile on her lips. I'm glad we saw this moment together. Me too. Part of me wants to stay here in your arms, but the other part of me misses my daughter. Alright, I think if we stay much longer, we have to pay for the room. Don't tempt me. I mean, we do have money for it. But we probably should head back towards the palace. I still want to talk to that crowd we saw outside. As you retrace your steps through the city towards the palace, Hannah briefly stops by a street vendor's cart and places an order. Let me get my leg one last trip before we get back to business, something to keep us warm on our walk. She holds a can out to you, hot by sun. Hey, this is what I love about Hannah. She's so thoughtful. You pull Hannah free arm around your shoulder as you sip and drink, snuggling close against her side. Protecting the mug and in the hug. Wow, cute. Hey, I dig it. I dig it. Even apparently sneaking out of a party to investigate the political ramifications of joining a mysterious secret society. I'll always find time to make you feel special, Gabriella. That's a promise. I'm glad. Now, let's see what's really going on outside the palace. You make your way to the gates you passed on your way into the palace earlier. The crowd is much larger when you arrive, and much louder. Hey, Ethan from Creepy and Brad/Chad from First Come Love. Please, times are hard enough already. We won't stand for this. This isn't just a crowd, this is a protest. After what Dagny and the innkeeper told us, I'm not surprised Benham isn't as happy as the Imperial wants us to think. Then, let's find out exactly what they're hiding. You approach a pair of nearby protesters. What's everyone so upset about? The Queen just signed a new tax deal, or new tax law, but the bill doesn't even say where the money's going. That's how governments are. That's how governments are. Meanwhile, she's throwing another big party from the cover of her palace. So, you don't even know where the tax money is going? No, and I doubt Queen Senrai does her either. Her advisor, Sergio, is obviously behind it, just like everything else. He's manipulating her. Angry vendetta against ice sculpture bottles. That sounds like him. we see way more of him than the queen. Only without the paparazzi, I might not even know what she looks like. Wait, so hold on. Senna isn't even in charge? Her signatures on all the laws and proclamations, but everyone knows who really runs Finale. And now so do we. You turn away from the protesters heading back into the palace. I saw a BMP pin on Sergio tonight. That means they're the ones calling the shots. We have to tell Sinrad what's really going on. You quickly sneak back into the party and find Sinrad talking to your friends nearby as plays with under Master Wolf's eye. Sinrad, we need to talk to you. By all means, Tullyboy here was just about to explain where you two ran off to. We stepped outside for some air and had an enlightening talk with some of your people. The Imperi aligned to you. I'm well aware it's an integral part of their whole thing. No, they're lying to you about Manaheim. Sergio's using you as a figurehead and running things behind your back. I knew something messed up. I knew something messed up was going on. You misunderstand. I know that Sergio is running things. I didn't realize you cared about that sort of thing. I've always viewed it as the biggest perk of the Imperi have to offer. All the benefits of being queen is with none of the difficult, dirty business of actually ruling. Wow, you don't even deserve to be called a queen. So you want this? Of course. Besides, even if I didn't, that's what their mercenaries are for. They have resources for keeping their members in line. Or hadn't you noticed that you were chaperoned here by one of their soldiers? If you're in danger, we can help. Heavens no. They don't have to threaten me. I'm happy with my life and my position as it is. I've heard you have a bit of a hero complex, but please save it for someone who needs it. Oh. If this is the pitch for joining the Imperi, I think we've seen enough. It's never wise to make decisions in haste. Luckily, I'm not the one you owe an answer to. I think what you've seen here today, Queen Eric will be paying Cordonia a visit soon, tomorrow in fact. I do hope you see that the benefits of joining for our rank are any minor concerns for hierarchy. Thanks for your hospitality, Sunrise, but you didn't try to kill us, so there's that. We haven't made a decision yet, but I'm happy about any party where no one threatens me or my family. With that, all my guests had such low expectations. Good night and good luck with your decision. Soon you're settled in for the flight back to Cordonia as Joseph's in her seat beside you. She did do a lot of roughhousing and kid for a for your kid activities are for you. I'm not surprised she's fast asleep. Well, I'll say one thing for tonight. It was educational. I'm still not sure what to make of it all. The party Sinride knowing till it was mother, my mother being implicated, home to the parents with Dark Secrets Club. That's assuming anything she said can be trusted. At least, I'm taking a page out of Quentin Morris's playbook and say it's better to know that someone knows more than what they need to. It's safer that way. So I'm gonna say I would trust a word. I would trust a word. At least we know one thing for sure now that the Imperi are bad news. Whether they're all Bartholomew level supervillains or just selfish nobles, they don't care about the people who they're responsible for. They only help royals and nobles just like them. There is no place for that kind of thinking, Cordelia, not on my watch. Then, when air comes for his fit answers, we're saying no. Late that night, you arrive. You finally arrive back in Cordelia only to find someone familiar waiting for you in your foyer. Olivia? No, Mars! Late night. I'm Mollis. What are you doing here? Oh, you know. Just stopping by to see what you're up to with the Big Imperi. I'm Mollis, get the word here. Get the word here. What does your old ally know about your new enemies? Find out in the next chapter. Well guys, hit the like button, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification so you never miss an upload. Share my channel, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Till next time, the champ out. Peace.